From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Sweeney. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And to the 36-yard line. Taken down there after getting 8 yards.
8 yards.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of catches. 70 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Operating from the gun. Sweeney. This will be caught by Brown. And he's to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Here's the Jets punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
Throwing to start the drive. Briscoe. Got his man, and that's the rookie fourth-round pick. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll look to throw now on first down. And this is Cook with the ground. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Let's go now. 52 Bulls. Ready?
Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The Chargers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And this would be quite a start for them if they could win 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't do him any favors. They gave him 2 road games right out of the gate. But the thinking on the team has to be, imagine if we win these 2 games. What a setup for the rest of the season for us. Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And he is going to have the Chargers. Here's first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Set, go, 10. Rest, set.
He gets this to Hampton. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Omarion Hampton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series of goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Now a 3rd and 6.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. Sweeney. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll start it out with a run by Hampton. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
At the 36-yard line.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 15 carries, 97 yards, and a touchdown.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but he certainly had a quality day and produced.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
A gain of 6.
Let's
And
go.
the Chargers first down.
Go, 10.
It's a gain of 6.
Looking to throw. Briscoe. That one complete to McConkey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Gain of 11. That's another Charger.
On first down, it's Hampton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Briscoe. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Rondé Gadsden, 37 yards. And the Chargers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 14-0. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped out on that one.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Sweeney. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Sweeney. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Jets. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop the throw. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll look to throw again. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And you can't do it much better than... This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
Ready?
The drive begins with a carry by Hampton. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 47 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll work inside here. Hampton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
95.
Back to Hampton on 1st down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Here we go. Cut.
Operating from the gun. Briscoe. He's got Cook running the slant. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Trying to run for it with Hampton. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Back, ready.
Operating from the gun. Briscoe. Touchdown, Chargers. Ladd McConkey. His 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
His kick is good.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it makes the score 21-0. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now. Go.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
Here we go. At the 60. At the 60.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's second and 8. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That is caught. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going right back to Wilson. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. Back to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Mason Taylor. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Sweeney. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Looking to throw. Sweeney. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Going after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when they sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
45.
Operating from the gun, Briscoe. This one finds McConkey. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Chargers
now on 1st first down. He'll drop to throw it. Open man right side. That's McConkey. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. And he's had a lot of success throwing the ball here early. You see by the numbers, he's already up over 200 yards passing.
A gain of 11 on the play.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Come on.
Operating from the gun. Briscoe. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
A loss of 3 yards. It's second down.
The final shot before break. Briscoe. And his throw here's incomplete. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Ready?
Again, it's Hampton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 95 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 46. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. They'll check this one down to Hampton. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Oronde Gadsden, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jets 7. Cameron Dicker to kick
now
off.
after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Well, once again, here comes Garrett Wilson in the Jets offense. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that, because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do. You get hungrier. You get greedy in a good way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a handoff up the middle. Teague. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Ready up.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Let's go.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Teague. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 43-yard line. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up third.
He'll try and sneak it here. And he is going to have the Jets first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Up the middle they go. Teague. And he he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Sweeney working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 24-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. T. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Back to throw. Sweeney. He finds Taylor. Complete. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3.
And the Jets, first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Garrett Wilson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a pretty good return here as we get this up to the 29. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen, they see the blocks happen, they feel really good about their vision, and then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Operating from the gun, Briscoe. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me, it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
Ready?
Up the middle, it's Hampton. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play.
Here we ready.
A run once more with Hampton. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game.
And it's 3rd down.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Go! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Throwing to start the drive. Sweeney. The gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Brings up 3rd and...
It's a quarterback sneak. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
19, Tiger, 19.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Sweeney. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Nike, 18.
Operating from the gun. Sweeney. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Go. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
Back to throw. Sweeney. His throw incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
In motion, the tight end. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28.
That's another Jets first down.
The man in motion is Brown.
At the 28-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. 36 yards. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The risk-reward of the onside kick. You don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
Now 2nd and 3.
You're ready.
And complete right side to Cook. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts.
It's a gain of a yard.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the gun on 3rd down, Briscoe. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So the Jets now down by 2 touchdowns. 2:21 the time left. They're down to 1 timeout plus the 2-minute warning, so speed will certainly be of the essence. Down 2 scores late. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
1st and 10 at the
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw. Sweeney. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. 1 timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Sweeney.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sweeney. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 39.
That's another Jets.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So after the penalty, a break. 1st and 5. Back to throw. Sweeney. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. This is 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. 12 yards between them and the end zone. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Sweeney. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Here we go. This is fourth down.
6-yard loss. It's fourth down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he will have a Charger first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?